In today's class, we will be discussing about a lean startup approach. These are the key takeaways from this. First one is now we will explore the most influential startup methodologies of 21st century, the lean startup approach, uh, introduced by entrepreneur Eric Rice. Uh, Imagine you have developed a food delivery application. You and your team has spent 1 year with advanced features, investing significant time and effort. When you finally launch the application, you discover that customers do not find it useful because they prefer ordering through existing platforms like Swiggy or Zomato. Now, now think of what would have went wrong. The problem was not your programming skills or technology. The problem was that you spent too much time building a product before confirming whether customers actually wanted it or not. We kept on doing the product again and again until we thought that it might be useful or not. We have not thought, right? Now the lean startup approach teaches us different philosophy. Do not spend months building what customers may not want. Build something simple. Build something simple. Test it with real users. Learn from their feedback and improve continuously. This approach reduces risk, saves resources, and increases the chance of building a successful business. Now, coming into what is lean startup approach, a lean startup is a systematic approach to building a business by continuously testing ideas with customers instead of relying on assumptions. Traditional business often begin with a detailed business plan and spend months or even years developing a product before launching it. Lean startup follows the opposite approach. Entrepreneurs launch a early version of the product, gather customer feedback, and improve it through repeated iterations. Eric Rice summarized this philosophy by using three words: build, measure, learn. This cycle is the foundation of every lean startup. The objective is not to build a perfect product immediately, the objective is to learn what customers truly need. Let us compare traditional approach with the lean startup approach. Traditional product development, the sequence usually will be following as idea, planning, development, testing, and launch. This process may take months and months of time. The risk is that customers may reject the final product before it was built based on the assumptions rather than actual customer needs. Now, coming into lean startup development, the idea is build a simple product, test it with customers, learn, improve, and repeat. Instead of assuming what customers want, entrepreneurs allow customers to guide product development. This significantly reduces wasted time, money, and effort. Now, business measure learn cycle. The lean startup revolves around a continuous feedback loop consisting of three stages. The first the first step is to build a minimum viable product, commonly known as MVP. An MVP is the simplest version of the product that can be tested with real users. It is not a complete product. It only contains the essential features required to solve one important customer problem. For example, if your idea is an AI based campus navigation application, the MVP does not need indoor navigation, voice assistance, or analytics. It may simply provide a campus map and classroom locations. The goal is to release something quickly rather than waiting for perfection. A common mistake among engineering students is trying to build every feature before showing the product to anyone. Lean startup encourages the opposite version of this. Release early, receive feedback, and improve continuously. Okay. Second one is measure. Once the MVP is available, entrepreneurs observe how customers interact with it. This stage involves collecting meaningful data rather than opinions. Some useful metrics may be number of users, daily active users, user retention, customer satisfaction, time spent on the application, number of purchases, conversion rate. For example, consider 500 students download your application, but only 50 continue to use use that after a week time. This tells you that something is preventing long-term engagement. Measuring customer behavior helps entrepreneurs understand what is working and what needs improvement. Third step is learn. The final stage is learning. Entrepreneurs analyze the collected data and ask, did customers find value in the product? Which features were useful? Which features were ignored? What improvements are needed? Based on these insights, the team modifies the product and starts another build, measure, learn cycle. This continuous improvement process continues until the product is successful and meets customer needs. The MVP is the one of the most important concepts in lean startup. Many people misunderstand an MVP as an incomplete or poor quality product. This is incorrect. An MVP should be solving one important problem effectively, even if it has very few features. Let us consider this with an example. Consider, suppose we need to develop an online grocery delivery application platform. A complete product may include customer registration, GPS tracking, online payments, coupons, delivery scheduling, loyalty programs, AI recommendations. Developing all these features could take a year. Instead, an MVP might simply allow customers to order groceries through basic websites or even a WhatsApp chatbot. If customers begin placing orders regularly, you now have an evidence that your idea has demand. Only after validation should additional features be developed. Remember, an MVP is designed to maximize learning, not maximize features. A famous example is Instagram. It's, it, it originally started as a location-based social networking application called Burn. You users showed greater interest in photo sharing than other features. The founders pivoted and focused entirely on photo sharing, leading to the creation of Instagram. It is a strategic decision based on customer learning. Now coming, why lean startup matters for most student entrepreneurs. As an engineering students, we may face constraints such as limited budget, limited development time, small teams, limited industry experience. The lean startup is an approach particularly suitable under these conditions. Instead of investing months developing a large application, students can build a simple prototype, demonstrate it to classmates or faculty. We can collect suggestions, improve the application, and repeat the process. This approach increases confidence and ensures that the development effort is focused on features that the users actually value. It also reduces unnecessary coding and helps team prioritize effectively. Now consider a real world case study. Let us examine Dropbox, one of the most successful lean startup examples. The founders wanted to create a cloud storage platform. Instead of spending years developing the software, they first created a short demonstration video showing how the products would work. The video generated enormous interest. Thousands of people registered for early access. This confirmed that customers genuinely wanted the product before extensive development began. Only after validating customer demand did Dropbox invest in building the complete platform. This is classic example of lean startup philosophy. Validate it first, build later. Now, questions that we ask to ourselves is, what is the smallest version that I can build? Who can test it? What feedback should I collect? How will I decide whether to continue or modify the idea? Successful entrepreneurs do not build products based on assumptions. They build products based on customer learning. That's all regarding today's class.